So he reached out to shake my hand, and what I didn't do like, yeah, shake hands. His hand, and what I did was, hey guys, welcome to another video. This one is gonna be fun, not for me but for you. How I met Brian May. Keep watching. I I don't know how to classify that memory, because it was either like I can see it as a disaster, or I can see it as the moment of my life. I'm not usually like crazy about like celebrities, because I met quite a few of them, and um I wasn't starstruck like going crazy or something. But Brian May is a little bit of exception, right? Because he's just like a legend, living legend, and I felt like I'm never gonna be able to meet him in person in my life, because I was born when Freddie Mercury died. So, it's a bit surreal for me to even imagine, So I read so many books, I saw all the movies, documentaries about Queen, and it kind of like became like, wow, like something surreal, something from a different life. So when I actually met him, I felt like I didn't expect what I was going through. um, so yeah, let me take you to the beginning. Should I say headed for the disaster? Headed for disaster. No, it wasn't that bad. I mean, except for the fact that, of course, he doesn't remember. He doesn't care about me, which is understandable. But it was pretty fun because at that exact second, I'm pretty sure he felt like I'm nuts. But okay. Let's start from the beginning. So, how I got this opportunity at all, right? So, Bohemian Rhapsody world premiere was coming up. So, I wanted to buy tickets. I couldn't get tickets. You can watch my other video about it. At the last minute, I realized that, I searched internet, and then I saw, I think it was 22nd Century Fox. They said like, if you come in front of Wembley Arena the same day than the world premiere, in the morning you're gonna get a bracelet, and you can get to see the movie for free, because they had these right above, like basically feels like you're sitting on the roof or under the roof. So yeah, so I went there, got the bracelet, and they asked me, wristband. They asked me like, oh, so do you want to see the movie, or you want to meet Queen and all the actors and everything? And I'm like, And actually I went for the movie. Why? Because I asked like, you were right there behind the barrier. It was huge, right? So the world premiere is huge all the time, and this was set in front of Wembley Arena, not like the cinema, so it was huge, and they said, with this kind of bracelet, you get the ticket for free, and you're gonna get to be behind the barrier, but at the sector where they probably will not stop and take a photo with you or give an autograph. And I was like, how do you know that? And they said, well, we don't know that, but it's pretty probable. And I thought, okay, you know what? I want to watch the movie. I want to see the movie. I have been looking forward to this forever. So yeah, so I want to watch the movie. So I went back 1 p.m. afternoon, got into the line. It took forever. It was cold. It was October. At some point it was raining. So I got there at 1 and I was waiting. They gave me the access. I went behind the barrier, and then it was probably 2 p.m. at the time. And guess what? I had to wait another 4 hours in that cold, in one single place, without a toilet or anything or food. And we were just standing there for 4 hours and just watching everything how was prepared, you know. And about 6 o'clock, the actors started coming in, the producers, and basically everybody that you didn't know. It wasn't easy. I mean, my hands started being really frozen, and it wasn't winter, so I didn't like have my big jacket, but I should have, yes, wear it. But I didn't expect I want to be so cold. Yes. So after 4 hours, unimportant people started coming in, and the music was playing the whole time. I was like, okay, but still, it wasn't like awesome. And then I think it was about 7 something p.m. So that was after 6 hours of me standing there freezing my ass off. I couldn't feel my hands anymore. I had the phone and I thought, okay, if they come in, should I take a photo? Because my fingers are frozen. I'm not kidding. Like, I was literally, I couldn't type anymore. And I felt like, so I'm gonna meet them. And then it's gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't hit it, what they do usually, they take your phone and they take the photo. The downside of that is that they might take photo that you don't like, and you just have to go for it, because yes. So I started being a little bit nervous, but I had this CD innuendo ready, and I felt like I want a signature, I want an autograph. So I thought, okay, that's number one, because this is something that lasts forever. It's always good. It's always good. It's always cool. So no problem there. So they started coming in finally, and I thought, okay, so, and then probably after 1 hour, so it was about 8 p.m. and I was just like frozen beyond recognition. And about 8 p.m., I saw Brian May and Roger Taylor going all the way from that side and signing everything for the fans and taking photos with everybody. And they were getting closer to me. And I thought, oh shit, this is it. This is it. This is it. The thing is, you never know if they gonna reach you, because they might just, go away. So yeah, so it was really interesting, nerve-wracking, and when they were coming closer, people from behind started like pushing me towards the barrier because they wanted to get in. So all of a sudden I was like squeezed and very uncomfortable. And I thought, okay, there's no way I can take a photo with him when these people are lying and jumping on me, So I started thinking like, okay, let's just get an autograph and I'm gonna be happy, Brian May was approaching. And I looked at him and I thought, oh my god, he's fucking tall. Like, I don't know exact measurements, but he's like in comparing to me. And I thought, there's no way I can get a photo. Like, can you imagine how ridiculous it would look? So he's like crazy tall, and literally I would be looking like this, so there would be like his head and my head here, and I'm like, this is gonna look so weird, and how do I take the photo? Like, he's gonna go down for me. And I started having these thoughts, and I'm like, oh my god, like, what am I supposed to do? Because what I saw in front of me, it kind of looked like he either like gave signature, autograph, or he took photo. So you had to choose. And I felt like, what should I choose? Like, what if this photo is blurred in the end? What if it looks horrible and I will look like an idiot? I started having these thoughts, which was ridiculous because I could have both things actually. And there's nobody stopping me, just myself. Um, and yeah, it's like you can kind of fake the autograph in a way. So, but the photo, you can fake the photograph as well with my Photoshop skills. But photograph is a photograph. So yeah, so he was approaching, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get the signature. That was my, fingers frozen. And he was like almost there, and I was nervous as hell. And I was like, fuck. And actually, there's a footage of it, very, very short and unclear and blurry, but have a look. So yeah, so that's me in the corner waiting for disaster. No, it's not disaster, but I was so freaking nervous. It was incredible. I just literally thought like he's just gonna walk away anytime, and he didn't get to me. He wouldn't get to me. And he was like right there. And I was just like, oh, fuck. Oh my god, what am I supposed to do? This is I felt like I don't want him to look at me or talk to me because I don't know what to say, because, it's fucking legend. And I'm serious, like, I have met quite a few celebrities and I wasn't that starstruck ever. And he was there. And I was holding this booklet here and a pen here. And I was just like, okay, okay. And he was talking to these people next to me. And I was just like, okay, okay, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. And then he came here, but he was still looking at them. And he was still like talking to them. So he was already in front of me, but he was still talking to them. And I felt like they're taking my time, right? So I felt like, for whatever reason, I felt like he's gonna skip me, and he's gonna just go like somewhere else. And I felt like he doesn't have time. He doesn't have time. Whatever. So he came here, and he reached his hand towards me, right? And he was still looking at them. He was like this. Yeah. And all of a sudden, like, I had his hand in front of me. So I was supposed to shake his hand. And instead of... so, of course, I didn't shake his hand. I felt like I'm not good enough to shake his hand or whatever. And so I didn't. So he reached out to shake my hand. And what I didn't do like, yeah, shake hands. His hand. And what I did was... I just shoved the pen into his hand. And I was looking at it. So I wasn't even looking at him in the eyes. And I looked up, and he was so confused. Like, he wanted to shake my hand, and I shoved the pen into his hand. And probably I'd look like this. And he seemed very confused, and he was just kind of like smiled, and he took the pen and he took the booklet, and he wanted to sign it, but he couldn't see. So, because I mean he's old, right? I mean, yeah. So he couldn't sign it like this. He had to put it like this. So that's literally what he did. Like, and he missed one letter, which is fine. You know, it looks like this, right? But yeah. So he signed it, and and he returned my pen, I believe. Oh my god, I don't know where it is. And I said thank you. I remember that. And I looked at it, and I was all happy. And then I thought, let's get a picture, you know, like why not? And I looked up, and he was gone. So that was my conversation with him. We had a very interesting conversation, yes. And he left, he was gone, right? And I thought, what just happened? I mean, I got the autograph. I'm very happy about it. This is my treasure. But yeah, I could easily like talk to him, tell him something intelligent, maybe. And, you know, or I don't know, like film it. I wanted to film it at the same time, but you can't hold everything in one hand and kind of film it, and, you know, it would look like this. I don't know, like you can do it, but I know it's lame excuse, but my hands were frozen, and I'm telling you, like I could literally not open my phone anymore. So it was very, yeah. So you had to be there, you know, like I was waiting 6 or 7 hours in total for it in a cold, and I didn't know it's gonna be that cold. The worst part was when it started raining, yes. I got this, and people who were on the other side, they didn't have the ticket, right? So they only wanted like autograph and photo. But I got autograph and some footage of me and Brian. um, and I also went and saw the show. So I saw the movie, and it was fucking brilliant. And yeah, I don't have photo with anybody. I met all the actors. They were standing right next to me, and I was just like, I just didn't tell them to take a photo, or they didn't give autographs for I don't know why, but their managers said no autographs, just photos. And yeah, how about Roger Taylor? Why he's not here? He was approaching us, right? So he was right after Brian. So Brian left, and I thought, okay, now get ready for Roger. And Roger was probably like 2 or 3 meters from me. And I thought, he's coming, he's coming. So I got two. I'm gonna have 2 signatures, 2 autographs. And he was approaching, right? And he was like, I could almost touch him. And there was like 70 or 80-year-old man that ran from there and went right next to me and the couple next to me. So he went in between. He started pushing himself, and he started screaming from his lungs, just like Chester Bennington. And he started screaming, Roger! Roger! And he screamed like probably 15 times, and I almost got deaf. And you know, like he was 70 or 80, And I thought, like, I'm 29, I was 28 at the time, and I thought, like, should I, like, just send 80-year-old to hell? Like, I do respect older people. So it was kind of like nobody told him anything, but it was very, very inappropriate. And he started literally pushing us and screaming. You can't imagine, like, if you saw fire, huge fire, you would scream the same way. So he started screaming, Roger, Roger, Roger. And of course, it creeped Roger Taylor out. And he just literally looked at him. And you know what he did? He went around us. And the guy started screaming even more. So Roger just looked at him and was just waved. And he left this way. And then, probably 2 meters from me, right this way, he continued giving autographs. So, thank you, old man. I'm not gonna say anything bad, because I guess, you're Mr. Old, so you had to scream and shout. But you had 50 years or even 60 years opportunity to meet Queen, and I'm pretty sure you did, and I'm pretty sure you met Freddie, and I'm pretty sure you went to the shows. I did not get that luxury. Yes, I have been to Queen concert with Adam Lambert. It was amazing, but it wasn't Freddie. So this guy, just because he wanted Roger Taylor to look at him or whatever, he took away our chance to get a photo or autograph from Roger Taylor. So, selfish guy, I hope you're safe during this pandemic, because definitely you're the number one target audience, which is a fact, so don't hate me for that. Yeah. But anyway, no harm feelings, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna meet Roger and Brian May in my lifetime at least once more. I don't know the occasion, but we do live in the same city, so maybe if I'm gonna go to shop or museum or whatever, I meet them. I don't know. I'm definitely not stalk them. I have no idea where they live, so comment below. And if you were there and you have some kind of photos of me and him or videos, I can't get in touch with this cameraman who was, there's also the reason why I didn't take the photo, because there was a cameraman and he was following Brian May all the way. So he was literally filming here, right, with his camera. There was the lens right here filming us. So I thought, I'm gonna get this footage somewhere. I'm gonna find it. So I'm just gonna get the autograph. And I'm gonna find this footage later, right? So everything is documented. But the only footage I found on YouTube was cut. Maybe because I was acting like an idiot. So can you imagine this footage? Like, he wanted to shake my hand and I'm just like, and I'm like, I don't think that footage was appealing to any cameraman or audience. So I'm not like, I'm surprised that this footage didn't make it to the internet. But if you were there, drop me a comment, or if you have any kind of your experience of meeting a celebrity, for example, and you have a funny story like this, we can share it together, we can talk about it, we can have a laugh. So drop me a comment. What was your experience of meeting celebrities that the meeting went wrong, for example. So yes, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and check out my other social media in the description. So see you in the next video.